Hey, Xiaomi here. So today is the start to my weekly reading vlog. Today is September 11th and right now it is 4:31. I just got out of work and I came home. I really honestly all I want to do is take a shower. But I haven't been updating the past couple of days just because work has been really hectic and I've been completely exhausted when I come home. So I've just roughly been taking a shower and just throwing myself into bed because I haven't had the motivation to do anything else, and I've also been having like a little bit one too many headaches, and I know it's because of the heat, and also I haven't been eating properly just because since I've been too hectic I haven't been able to just sit down and properly eat. But as of today, hopefully, you know, everything has gotten good. Tomorrow hopefully everything's going to be a little bit more calm, and by next week everything's going to be extremely calm at work. So that's something that I'm looking forward to because too many stressful days is not anything that's quite comforting for me, nor is it good. So yeah, and I also haven't been reading because I've just, like I said, I haven't had the motivation. I've also been really exhausted, so I haven't been reading, so I haven't had the need to actually like sit down and update. I do like to give life updates every now and then, but I haven't seen that I need to fulfill any life updates because I really haven't been doing much aside from, you know, being hectic at work. So that's why I haven't sat down and like actually told you something, because like I said, I do like to include that, but if I don't have anything to say, then I won't. And I also haven't been receiving anything because in the month of September I'm not gonna buy anything. I can't afford anything. I would like to buy something, but I don't know if I can afford it. But if not, we'll wait until October because October is the month. Yay. But yeah, anyways, with my reading plans that I have for this week, a little bit ambitious, but I'm gonna hope to get to at least some of them. I did start Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the graphic novel, last night. I read like 3 pages and I had to stop just because I wasn't concentrating, but I would really like to continue this. So I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna prepare some coffee and like sit down and read this. But I don't know what were my expectations, because like I was going into this thinking that this was gonna be like maybe continuation of the series because there's something that's already done, so already cemented, and it's quite well. I really do enjoy the TV series, but it's like it's starting from the beginning, and I don't know, I'm gonna continue reading to see how else is it that everything develops. But I do like the artwork and the graphics and just like everything in general. So, and I really did like the way the writing flowed, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna continue. I also don't like the cover because like the cover is like really, it's too pink, but it's like a crazy pink, like a neon pink. I don't know why, but overall the graphics inside are really cool, and I can't wait to continue it. So we'll see if I actually enjoy it, because like a new perspective on Buffy the Vampire Slayer being told through different formats, it isn't something that I'm not gonna, you know, not enjoy. I also would like to continue with A Darkness Strange and Lovely. I had managed to stop at page 153. Just the main character wasn't too happy for me, should I say that? I don't even know how I'm gonna word this right now, but like she was getting a little bit annoying, and I don't know why she was making rash decisions and also like being reckless at times, and I'm just like, what happened to you? What are you doing? You know, even though yeah, she was a bit reckless in the beginning, but she also had somebody there that always would guide her and whatnot. But it was more like, you know, her being curious, her stupidities also along the vibe. But like this time it's just like, woman, what are you doing, honestly? And also there have been some interesting plot points that have been introduced, and some characters that are kept with memoir, and some characters that are really interesting, and I would like to know what else happens to them. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna continue this, because like I am invested, I am intrigued. Just the main characters get a little bit annoying, you know, it's getting a little bit annoying. And for one that's gonna be extremely ambitious for this week is to at least start, I would like to at least start and get 100 pages into Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab. This is a reread for me, but I had annotated inside with sticky tabs, but I never actually, you see, I did like those sticky tabs, but I never actually sat down and like placed any tabs in it. So that's what I want to do. That's why I want to read it. I also just want to get back into the story, and I do remember that I did manage to give this one, when I read it for the first time, at 4 out of 5 stars, and it was because like I do love the story, I did enjoy it. I just didn't like there were some things that were left unexplained, and even though I don't mind an open-ended story, especially near the end, because like I don't mind the author going back into this world, but I would have liked for a few things to have been explained, especially with the new villains. And we didn't get that in this story, and that's something. There was also something else that wasn't explained. I'm just like here like why is this happening? What is this, you know? So yeah, I just want to reread it to actually like pinpoint exactly where are those locations within the book. But yeah, this is gonna be extremely ambitious for me, but it's one that I would like to get to. As for audio format, I still have Ship of Smoke and Steel. I still have Ship of Smoke and Steel. It's one that I have been dragging for the past couple of weeks. I'm just not interested in it. It's gonna be real, but I'm gonna give it a little bit more to see if I actually enjoy it, because like I wouldn't like to DNF it 2 chapters into it. So I'm gonna continue. It's just that I'm not vibing with the writing style, and also I care less about the main character. It's like, you know, they're making her to be a badass just for the sake of being a badass. She's also not thinking things through, and I have a thing with reckless characters, if you noticed with the previous one that I spoke about. So yeah, I do think that the magic system is quite interesting, the bits that we have gotten out of it, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough to actually immerse me within the story. But you know, I'm open to the experience, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more before I actually decide to DNF it. But yeah, that's all I would like to accomplish for this roughly what's left of the week. Hopefully I can get a little bit of incentive to actually like continue reading. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna read a little bit, I'm gonna drink some coffee, and I'm gonna play with my dogs, and then I will update you later. Okay, so I took a shower and I'm ready to just sit down and immerse myself within the graphic novel of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I also made myself some coffee because it was much needed, and honestly my head still hurts. But I don't want to drink a pill, so we're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna see how I last also. So I'm just gonna get some reading done. Okay, scratch everything I said before. I'm fucking enjoying this. You guys, so I just finished Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I freaking love this so damn much. I can't wait for the next installment. This is 5 out of 5 stars. I didn't find anything wrong with it. And it's funny because at the beginning I was like, wait, what are they trying to do? But like, I also read the synopsis on Goodreads because I was just like, wait, what is happening here? And it is a reimagining of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I am invested. I love this so freaking much. It's basically like having the TV series but better. Having characters that were introduced midway through the series, and just them being introduced from the get-go was something that I'm just like, yes. Having Willow in a female on female romance since the get-go also had me just marveled, because I was just like, yeah, these are like things that I really wanted in the series from the beginning. And also having not only Buffy to be a badass, fierce, strong, independent woman, but also having any other woman within the series also to be this way, and not just have Slayers to be, you know, this strong. And it was just incredible seeing Willow with her strength, and also Cordelia, and I'm in love, you guys. This is so freaking good. Oh my god, I have to admit that Xander has my heart. Like, he is one that really drew a lot of empathy towards his persona, and his questioning, his vulnerability is there to be seen. And oh my god, I'm I'm dreading something that might happen. I hope that it doesn't, but I can't wait for the next installment because the next one also is going to feature Angel, because it was hinted, because there's a cliffhanger and I'm like why, but I'm okay with that. But like having characters like Drusilla and Anya and Spike being introduced like right there right now, I'm just like I'm at all with this, honestly. I can't wait to see what else happens, and I just love it. Also, we are getting ancient lore from the past watchers, especially things, I don't want to say specifically what, that would protect a Slayer has been introduced. So I've always wanted to know more from the lore of the Watchers and whatnot, and like the true history behind the Slayer, because it was hinted throughout the series. So that's something that's great to be included in this graphic novel from the beginning. So yeah, I'm loving it like so much. Like, it's just such a badass. I also love the artwork because like the artwork is incredible. Like, honestly, I am just enjoying this so much and I can't wait. I'm gonna purchase the next one because I think the next one comes out in October, if I'm not mistaken. But like, yes, can't wait. But like, look at that. That's Buffy. Oh my gosh, she looks so much like Sarah. I forgot her last name, but yeah, Sarah. We're gonna say Sarah because, you know, we're best friends. But I'm loving it. Also, this, if you remember, season 4 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Hush. What? Oh my god, that's one of the scariest episodes because like I was completely scared of that one. But yeah, I love this. Oh my god, I know I'm gonna reread it because it was entertaining and I loved it from beginning to end. I'd say that the only thing that I would nitpick with is that it ended. Also, is my hair a mess? I think it was. Anywho, but yeah, what I'm gonna do is that since I have to work tomorrow, I don't know if I want to start something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scroll through Instagram because I know that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. So when I get a little bit more reading done, I'll update you. I know I'm not gonna update you anymore today, so have a good night. Snow. Good afternoon. So today is Sunday, September the 15th, and I haven't been given any updates just because I really haven't been in the mood to film. I've been paying attention to my dogs and I haven't really had the incentive to actually like sit down and just speak. But I have made a lot of progress with my reading, so I did want to mention a few of the progress that I did make. First of all, I DNF'd Ship of Smoke and Steel. I honestly can't pinpoint exactly what is it that it's not motivating me to continue to pick this book up, but it does also have to do a lot with the fact that I am not vibing with the writing style. I could care less about any of the characters and I'm just not intrigued to continue with that audiobook. And I'm going to be rolling my eyes every 5 minutes or every few instances where something is mentioned, and right now there were like nearly on an entire chapter or half of an entire chapter trying to figure out how they're going to kill a certain animal, and they were just like, I'm gonna do this and do this, and like, I don't care, like, honestly. And it's sad to say because it was a highly anticipated release of mine. I'm just glad I didn't invest any money in that one. But you know, eventually, maybe, I don't know, I might give it another chance and, you know, continue the audiobook. But as of right now, I just don't have enough patience for that, so I decided to DNF it. And I picked up Sherwood by Megan Spooner, and oh my freaking lord, am I loving that so freaking much. Like, I am a sucker for these books that like are hard-hitting from the get-go, and like they show this emotional impact of somebody dying for a greater good, but yet on their deathbed just apologizing for their loved one because they really let down that person that they loved, and you know, they died in order to save this person that they believe so righteously has to be saved, and just asking for forgiveness right there. I was just like, oh my god, what is this? I'm a sucker for it. I'm a sucker for that, and that's one of the things that really had me compelled to continue reading Sherwood by Megan Spooner. It is a gender flip of Robin Hood. You know, Robin Hood has died, and his soon-to-be woman decides to pick up his mantle, and a lot of things ensue after that, and I am just immersed. I'm loving it so much. I also love the past events, like the flashbacks that we get, especially past events from these two characters. I'm just immersed, and I also think that the writing style is very wonderful. I'm not having any complaints about it. I think it's very atmospheric, and it's just I can't recall something that was mentioned, but I was just like, oh my god, that's so beautiful. But you know, it's something that I am immersed in, so I'm gonna continue with that one because it's just really freaking good. I also managed to finish A Darkness Strange and Lovely. I honestly don't know what happened with this book, but this book had a lot of infuriating moments and just problematic instances with me and the main character, because I don't like main characters that have rash and stupid decisions or just are reckless. And it's like you've never been exposed to this world, and all of a sudden you are the one who knows all the information more than people who've actually been in this instance for way more time than you have, and all of a sudden you're an expert in it. And I was just here like, oh, this is getting old really quickly, and I just couldn't continue. And there, and at least, you know, towards the end something happens and there's a shift in thought, because honestly I was just getting annoyed by it. And also, like, there were some mundane tasks that were really lackluster. Like, I don't even know why were they included, because like I don't know, it didn't add anything to the story. And I was just like, you know, get to the point, because I want to know who the hell is actually killing all these people. And really anything wasn't at all like resolved. Like, we're getting information for the final book, so basically this was a build-up for the final installment. And for me it's rare, because I've read the entire series of the Witchlands, and none of those books feel like build-ups or fillers for the next installment. Each one is to their own great, with amazing plot twist, great character development, and just intriguing yet unique storytelling. And I'm just, you know, thrilled about those stories. They do compel me moment after moment, and every single character I would root for, because they're just amazing. And it's actually nice to read an author's, you know, starting out story. So, you know, it just shows you how much this author has grown. So this one really wasn't a fave of mine, but I would give it 3.75 just because it had redeeming qualities to it. We do learn more about the spiritual world, about demons, about necromancy. So those were the things that I really was invested in. And also that the spirit hunters are treated well, because in the other one they were just like, they were shunned upon, and I was just like, why are they being treated like they're criminals? But in this one, you know, that pace did change, so I really did like that. There's another character that was introduced that I really did like. I thought that he added a lot more to the story, and even though this person is very mysterious and still feels like this person is hiding certain secrets, I really enjoyed this person's introduction into the group. So I can't wait to see what else is it that happens with this person. And also, like I mentioned, the villain, I don't know in the grand scheme of it all how important this villain was, because like there were moments that I was like, it has to be this person because it can't be anybody else. I was expecting this villain to be a part of what was happening, but I was shocked to know what, you know, that little twist was, that revelation was in the end. But yeah, I don't know, it was nice to have read that. But I also think that Eleanor needs to learn a lot more from what is happening to her. And also, she was just so stupid and naive and always lying to the spirit hunters. And I was just like, what's the point? Like, honestly, are you so afraid of what they might actually think? So yeah, I do know that it was used as something to propel her in her growth, but it was just infuriating. It was just infuriating. So yeah, that's all I really had to write. But overall, you know, I'm gonna continue because I really want to know what else is going to happen in the final one. But overall, this was a bit of a disappointment also, because like there were moments where the pace really slowed down and I was just like, I can't with this anymore. But I finally managed to finish it, and I was even saying, oh my god, I finally got to the end. And that was really rare, because in the other one I really did enjoy it. So that was something that was really rare for me to actually say. And I also managed to read earlier Lumberjanes Volume 3. And although it was entertaining, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I just don't know, like the artwork has been changed, and it just took away from my enjoyment of the story, because it's like it shifted. The first graphic novels were really interesting and they had like a sort of younger view towards audience, but this one it felt like, I don't know, like childish, can I say. And there were also some characters that I really did enjoy that in this one they kind of were flipped around, and I was just like, this character was such a badass and fierce character and really strong, and now it's like this person is a psycho with like really strong tendencies that you're like, whoa, slow down. There were a few instances that I really didn't appreciate, and also there is a female on female romance, and I felt like in this book, in the third installment, in the third volume, that it's kind of been turned into a slow burn, but it felt more like they were friends boasting one another up and actually like helping one another out, but it didn't feel like that, I don't know, like that spark that it had in the first and the second volume. I don't know why, but it just didn't feel that way. And there's also so much like writing and just little chunks of it, and it looked all crammed together. I was just like, okay, I wasn't really vibing with it, but I will continue it because like I've said, I really do enjoy the friendships, but this one was just a complete turn of events. I don't know why, but it just did like a 180 and I was just not enjoying it. But yeah, that's all the reading that I've done. Don't know what else I want to start reading, because like I don't know if I want to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I've already made a lot of progress on book 2. I think I'm going to start episodes 10 if I'm not mistaken, and I would like to watch at least 4 episodes from that, so I think I'm gonna do that for a bit and then I'll pick up a book, because I don't know which one I want to pick up. I also never have mentioned that I'm participating in the read-a-thon for Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I was just like, why haven't I mentioned that at all? But yeah, I'm participating for that one. That's why I read The Rise of Kyoshi. I already have 4 challenges down, which is Happy Hopeful Book, Book with a Lovable Pet, because I included what you call it, I just had it in my mind, the Lumberjanes, because there is a cute little animal and they show this animal a little bit more in volume 3, and there was some parts that were really hilarious. You already I already read the Rise of Kyoshi, and also there's another book that I have for A Darkness Strange and Lonely, a book with an interesting villain. I'm gonna have to change that one, because I could do that one like a book with a chosen family, or a book with a beautiful cover. Yeah, because that villain really wasn't interesting. I can leave Our Dark Duet for a book with an interesting villain, because that one has way more interesting aspects than A Darkness Strange and Lovely. So yeah, I already have 4 challenges down, and I really don't know what else I want to pick up. Reason as to why I haven't done a TBR for Avatar: The Last Airbender is because I'm a mood reader, and in this case I really didn't know what I wanted to pick up, and I've been changing this TBR constantly, which is why I wrote it in pencil, and I've just been erasing and adding the books that I really feel for those challenges. So yeah, Sherwood was one that I added, you know, because I had Ship of Smoke and Steel, but obviously I DNF'd that one, so I really wasn't going to continue with that one. So I don't know if I want to start Our Dark Duet. It's funny, I have to change this. I have Our Dark Duet twice. No, I have to change that. I don't know if I want to start Our Dark Duet or Pitch Dark, which is a sci-fi-ish, not a sci-fi-ish, it's a sci-fi story where it includes like this spaceship, and there are these monsters that have taken shape, or something has happened that they've been called. It just has an interesting premise, and it's been on my TBR for forever, and I would genuinely really like to pick that one up, but I honestly don't know, because I would like to pick up like a really quick read, but I don't know what I want and I don't know what I have. So I'm just gonna continue checking my bookshelves and also Scribd. I'll see what I have, and then I'll update you later on what is it that I eventually decided to read. Hi guys, so today is Monday, September something, and I just came out of the vet. It is around 2:29 in the afternoon, and I got myself some Starbucks because it is much needed. I went to the vet at 8:30 in the morning, and I got out at 2. So I went to buy him some chicken so he can eat. Right now I'm eating a little bit of Starbucks. but I was not expecting to come out that late, having gone at 8:30 in the morning. But yeah, what happened to Snow was that on Saturday he it's like he had a little bit of blood in his penis, and that scared the crap out of me because I've been having issues with him with his inconsistency and whatnot. So I was basically drawing everything to that, and I thought that he had an infection. The urine test came out perfect. He doesn't have anything, but the doctor, a new doctor, attended me today, and he says that his prostate is a little bit bigger than what it's supposed to be, and he told me something there which technical names right now elude me because like I'm like, yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm not gonna be able to convey those exact words, but it has to do with his prostate. So he was like, oh, I have to give him medication. I'm like, it's that medication is really difficult for me to give him because he will take it out of anything that I give it to him. So he said, hey, okay, so there's this thing that I can do, that I can inject them and it'll be in the system for 2 weeks. And I was like, perfect. He's like, yeah, but it costs $80. I'm like, perfect. Of course it costs $80. But I was like, yeah, you know what, just inject him because I can. I don't want to fight with him with his pills. I just want to give him his pills. So he did inject him. I did ask if there were going to be any side effects or anything like that. He was like, no, there aren't any side effects and whatnot. But he also wants to castrate him. He has 12 years old. I don't want to castrate him, but it is beneficial for them because it'll extend his life, and if I could extend this 6 more years, then perfect. Problem is that it's not in the budget this month, and I told him it's not in the budget this month, and right now this is gonna hurt me, but I'm gonna do everything I can because I calculated, and also like to do a procedure for the anesthesia, just because he's never had anesthesia in his body. I don't know if he might be allergic to it. What if he's allergic to it and he dies? Like, I don't know. I want, you know, for it to be tested. So I'm gonna calculate everything to see how this month goes, and we'll see. I'm gonna pray for the best, you know, just pray for the best. But I need to have him feeling a lot better. But he was such a good boy, and I loved him. And everybody was just like crazy with him, like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. I'm like, it's a he. I even have everything on in blue so they can tell that it's a boy. Like, I know, you know, genders don't matter nowadays, but like, he's a boy. His pee-pee is right there, and I'm like, no, it's a boy. And like, ay, que linda, you know, it's a boy, it's not a girl. But everybody was just at all with him, like, oh my god, he's so cute, it looks like un peluche. And I'm like, yeah, he does, because he does look like, you know, like a little stuffed bear, like a little stuffed toy, because he's just such a cute little darling boy. But he was so good. He was on his best behavior, and yeah, that's really all I want to update you on. I didn't go to work because priority number 1 is him. So yeah, I needed to take care of him because I wanted to know what was happening to him. I haven't been able to read anything else since last night. Last night I just fell into the black hole of YouTube, and I didn't do anything else because I do know what I want to read. I'm gonna start Our Dark Duet, but I was just like, I don't want to do anything. And besides, I was paying attention to Snow, so I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna concentrate on you. Hi, so I know it's been a long time since I actually updated, and I wanted to close off this vlog because I was editing it last night and I noticed that I really haven't closed it off. So I want to close it off so I can start a new one today. Today's September something, 24th, around there, and I noticed that I never did give it an update on Sherwood. I did manage to finish it. I gave that one a 3 out of 5 stars. I think that throughout the story my interest kind of dwindled, and it had to do a lot with the main character because there were so many things that I was just, especially in the second and third act, it's like I was having a lot of issues with it, especially the fact that, you know, she was so short-sighted with things that were being introduced to her, especially things that she was doing, and she thought that people didn't know. And it's just like, he's right there telling you that he knows what is it that you're doing, and then when that person actually tells you, she's like, oh my god, I didn't know how you would discover something like that. And I was just like, come on, it's rather obvious. And I don't know, there were a lot of moments where the story did shift between mundane moments, and then we had some kind of action happening in the story. Then we had these mundane moments, and then we had action, and it was this back and forth between a pace that was really boring and then some kind of action being woven into the story. And that took away a lot from my enjoyment because there were moments that really did drag in the story, and I was just like, no, this can't be. And I was actually so happy when the audiobook ended because I was like, yes, finally. And I was listening to it at 1.8 because I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna listen to it at 2x speed, nor am I gonna listen to it at 3x speed, because like I want to know what is it that, you know, is going to happen. And then that ending, I don't know, like it's open for, you know, you can actually include another book within the series, but like I just did not like the story. Wasn't what I was expecting. Like what I know from Robin Hood is that, well, he stole from the rich, gave to the poor. And even though I did enjoy some aspects that were being woven into the story, I don't know what the hell they were trying to accomplish. And also, like, if you're gonna introduce a fierce badass main character, then just make her be fierce, make her be strong. Don't make her be strong saying that in flashbacks she would best this person, and then when she is right there battling this other person in the present time, that person would best her, or she would constantly faint because a heavy blow was given to her, or because, you know, she was struck down. And it was just like, when is she gonna faint again? Because like this is what's happening. You have her strong and fierce and strategic, and then all of a sudden you just take that away from us. And I'm just like, what? And I was really content because, you know, she is a tall, you know, strategic, fierce character. So I was like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. And all of a sudden there were so many things that really did shift that I just did not like, you know. I just did not like. Also the sense that it's like she didn't feel or see her worth or her strength when she didn't hear this person that was haunting her. And while you can spin this for it to be some kind of moment where I feel emotionally attached to the main character, it just rubbed me the wrong way, and I didn't understand why that was done. But there were a lot of things that I just didn't enjoy. There was also another side character, was really misleading, and also I didn't get the attraction that she had to this other person. I was just like, whatever. And it's sad because that was an anticipated release of mine. But yeah, that's what I gave it. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And I don't know, there is another one that's called, I think, The Hunted or Hunter, I don't know what's called, but it was one that I was intrigued to also read. But I'm also gonna hear that one through audiobook because I don't want to have the same experience when I'm not enjoying it. So, you know, I'm not gonna purchase it and then be like, well, I gotta get rid of this because I'm never gonna ever read it again. And yeah, but that's it. That's all I really managed to read. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for watching this long ass vlog. I hope that you have a wonderful day and or night, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.